Hey everyone, how you doing? This is Amon Green, Green Bay Packers all-time leading rusher, and you're watching Packers Total Access Live, your daily source for Packer content. Go Pack, go!
What's up, guys? Welcome to Packers Total Access. My name is Clayton. You can check us out on packernet.com. Find me on Twitter at Packers_access. You can email us, PackersTotalAccess@gmail.com. You can text us 865-658-5824. Joined alongside Emilio in Tennessee. We got Tim in Green Bay here to talk Packers and more specifically Chalk Talk, Week 16 edition of the Packers' huge win over the New Orleans Saints, 34-0. So
you mean belt to ass edition?
That's exactly what it's going to be.
Let's go.
We need to Tim, I need that flashed at least once for every offensive play that we show tonight. All right, that's what we got.
No problem.
And before we get into that fiasco, if you will, let's do this. Let's give a quick shout out to the sponsors tonight, and that is the great folks over at Ticket King, the official ticket provider of Packer Fan Total Access Live. Wisconsin-based since '92, specializing in Packers tickets. They're Wisconsin's largest ticket source with offices next to Lambeau and in Milwaukee. You can click on the link that's conveniently provided here in the description of this video that'll send you to their website, theticketking.com. You can register there as a customer and go ahead and start shopping for your Packers tickets. Again, that's Ticket King, the official ticket provider of Packer Fan Total Access Live. All right, boys, let's try not to waste too much time here. Jump into it. I will say this. The Week 16 PTA Players of the Week voted on by our listeners, our viewers, is the entire offensive line and Keyshawn Nixon. All right, so on offense, the O-line got the award on offense. I think it was well-deserved. And then, of course, Keyshawn on defense there with that strip sack. And obviously a big return there as well. So Week 16 PTA Players of the Week are the O-line and Keyshawn Nixon. So appreciate everybody who voted on that.
I was just wondering because I was just going to ask, do you think that's close to who Matt had for G of the Week? Or, I mean,
it'd be nice to find out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's what we need from the reporters. Let's get an update of the G of the Week each week. I'd like to keep up with that.
Yeah, I completely agree, man. Completely agree.
Was it last week? It was CV, right?
Yep. Let's see. I've actually got it wrote down here somewhere.
It was.
I think it was Valentine last week.
Let's see what we got. Actually, no, it was Josh Jacobs on offense and Edgerrin Cooper on defense.
No, you're saying for PTA. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about G. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
For sure.
The more important one, the G of the week, right? So, all right. Kristen in the chat said, I just watched the first 2 episodes of the AR-12 Netflix. I found it to be very good. I will always appreciate what he did for so many great years in Green Bay. I have gotten to, I think, episode 3. I haven't finished watching it, but what I've seen, I thought is really, really well done, too. I didn't expect him to go so in-depth on his time in Green Bay and just his upbringing and all that. I don't know what I was thinking. I was kind of just assuming that it was just going to be around the controversy and, of course, the ayahuasca and all that, which they cover that pretty handily in it. But, I think it's a good little series, too. Professor Cake says, I'm going up the Week 18 game, y'all, my first time at Lambeau. Let's go, Cakes.
Let's go. I love it.
Enjoy it, dude.
Packers, Bears for your first trip to Lambeau. You're a legend. I love it.
I'm telling you, don't get any better than that. That was my first game at Lambeau, too. It was actually I think it was week 1 or week 2. It was the first home game.
Man.
It's the Bears alumni game.
My first game at Lambeau was against Tampa Bay.
I had
back when we were in the Central and they were in our division.
That was my first was the Jets and we lost, Tim. So I don't know if.
All right, boys, let's do it. Let's waste no more time. You ready to do a little chalk talk here?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's see if we can get this adjusted to where we can get it as large on the screen as possible. A little wonky.
Oh, look at that. Looks like we're starting with the ball. So belt to the ass, clip 1. Let's go offense. Let's get it started.
It's a genuine leather, too. Look at that thing.
Yeah, I know it, man. You kidding me?
Oh, yeah. That's no bargain bin right there. That's a $200 belt at least right there.
Easy.
You can't find that at the old J.C. Penney. You know what I'm saying? Sponsor the show if y'all are still Nothing like dogging a store and then asking them to sponsor you, man. I'll wear that stuff.
Hey, we got a J.C. Penney and a Schwabenheim. Let's go.
All right, there you go. Perfect.
Come on now.
They'll have me banned. They'll have a picture of me up front saying, don't let this knucklehead in the store after what I just said, right? All right, let's go. Key statistics here. Obviously, Week 16, Packers Saints. Green Bay wins 34-0. Turnover differential. Green Bay won 2-0. Middle eight. It's tied 0-0. And the explosive plays. Green Bay non-explosive plays. Only 2 for the Saints. Absolutely dominated the explosive game category. And then first down passing, we were 3 of 6 on first down passing. So let's dive into the first play here. First quarter, 10:43 left. First and 10 at New Orleans' 21-yard line. This is the Josh Jacobs 20-yard run. You guys have seen it all week. The play call is 12 ace nasty jet fake 24 duo. Again, 12 ace nasty jet fake 24 duo. And basically what that all means is 12 personnel. You got a balanced look, right? So you got 2 tight ends with 1 running back. So 1 running back, 2 tight ends is why we say 12 personnel. It means there's only 2 receivers on the field. Everybody's in a nasty split inside the numbers. That's what the nasty is referring to. We're going to go jet fake from right to left here. With Christian, we're going to fake that jet sweep. And then out of that, we're going to go 24 duo. So this is going to be a run play, B gap to the right. Okay, so it's going to be in between the guard and the tackle. And when we say duo, duo is basically short for double-double. Okay, you're going to have 2 double team blocks, and they're looking to get vertical power going here. You're looking to get the double team at the line, and then those 2 guys pulling off and hitting guys at the next level. Let's roll the tape here in slow motion and watch it all unfold as Josh Jacobs hammers them for 20 yards here. There's the jet motion. Notice the defense, just a half a step there. He took a little step to the right. That's going to kind of help take him out of the game just a touch. And then look at the duo, guys. See if we can spot the duo here, right? What do you got? Double team here, right? Yeah. So that's what we're talking about with duo. Now, notice how Sean Ryan keeps a hand on that defender right there, and it gets to the next level, bang, picks him up. If someone says this isn't duo and it's just zone right, I can get that, right? Because you did just get one guy get vertical. But it's my understanding when you've got 2 double teams, whether it's with the tight end and the tackle or it's 4 offensive linemen, 2 double teams and at least 1 blocker getting vertical up the field off of that double team, they refer to it as duo. It's very, very similar to zone run, though. But look at this hole that Josh Jacobs has got to run in there, boys. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that. Straight through, no wasted motion. Sean Ryan fighting up the field, and then, of course, the stiff arm. Oh, my goodness. Just making honey badgers swim all up in the turf there at Lambeau Field. Let's watch it from the box cam here real quick. This end zone cam is absolutely beautiful. Again, what you're going to see with the double-double, double team here, Sean Ryan going to peel off that double team and try to seal number 20. And you're going to get a seal here and a seal here. And you're going to run the ball in the alley. Y'all heard that before, right? All right, here we go. Let's roll it. Let's get the double team right off the bat. Great burst off the ball from the offensive line. I'll tell you that, man. I mean, just great jump. And I love how Josh gets horizontal. He knows I've got to get center mass on number 90 because Sean's trying to get to 20, right? It's like they completely understand what each other are trying to accomplish. And look at Josh, hand on him, and then kind of uses his body to get inside of him, knowing I've got to be able to take the outside shoulder away from this number 90 and getting him turned completely around. Correct me if I'm wrong, Emilio. Do we know who number 90 is? Was he a rookie in this last
year?
No,
that was
Breesy. Am I thinking right? Was it year before?
Breesy could be. I could never pull him up, but what I was going to say was even running the ball to the short side of the field, right? You know, you got boundary. You're running the jet sweep to boundary side, pull him to the wide side with the fake, run to the short side with you only have 3 blockers going that way, right? And everybody's trying to reach. You're really just trying to move the line, you know, horizontally, and then allowing them to combo and get upfield. That's where it's nice to see the line has gotten to that. And Steno was kind of hitting that in his presser today. The fact that, like, when Jordan went down, he the offense kind of had to figure out if their run game was going to be a part of this offense, and they really did. Like, that's where they found out how what they were going to be as a team, and I think that's where it really just started to build and explode to what we're seeing now.
Yeah, and that was number 94, Cam Jordan, that Zach Tom helped seal over here on the outside. And I believe, is that Tucker Kraft over there? It is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Tucker, but man, that's what I'm talking about. And then Tucker peeling off and hitting the outside guy, right? Just a great job altogether. We'll watch the stiff arm now. Let's just key in on the stiff arm. We'll go 50% on it as Josh Jacobs just absolutely manhandles Tyrone Matthew. So look at this, man. Right here, underneath the shoulder pad. Get on the ground, little boy. God, you love to see it, boy.
And then the agility to grab another 2 or 3 yards there to just kind of tiptoe and stay on your feet. Probably could have made a dive for the pylon, but figured why separate my shoulder? We'll get in on the next play or two. I love it.
And we know the fans that were going, he should be diving for the pylon, are the same fans that are going to be complaining if he loses that ball through the end zone for a touchback.
That's exactly
what a stupid play. That's what it would be. So, that's the way that works for sure. So great run there. Josh Jacobs, explosive play, obviously triples your chances of scoring on that current drive as they chew off a 90 or a 20-yarder there in the first quarter against the Saints. I want to give a shout out real quick to Willen Al Swiderski. I hope I'm saying that right. Sending you all a few daddy sodas. Thank you for being awesome.
Nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Willen Al, you're awesome.
That's right.
That sounds like a good name for some daddy sodas, right? Maybe we should do a little microbrew. The Willen Al Swiderski.
Let's Brian Breesy, he was taking round 1 selection 30 from Clemson.
With the Saints?
Yeah, 23. Yep.
Got it. Okay, good deal. I was thinking when I seen the name and as I was watching the all 22 and it shows all the players on the field and I seen him, I was going pretty sure he was a high draft pick. I think I want to say he crushed the combine too. He was awesome at the combine, maybe the fastest defensive lineman or something. So,
isn't the rule though to stay away from Clemson D linemen?
I think the rule is stay away from everything Clemson, to be honest with you. It seems like they never pan out, right? We dipped our toe in it there with who was it, Amari Rodgers, right? And man, Amari was dynamic at the college level.
Trotter Jr. would have been Clemson, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. So again, Al, thank you so much for the super chat, bud. We appreciate you. All right, let's move on to the next play here. We're going to go first quarter, 8:41, 3rd and goal. So this same drive here, 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. This is going to be Jordan Love to Dontavion Wicks for the 2-yard touchdown pass here. And this is a fun one. 11 gun, nub left, T-same, slot to wide decoy. We're going Y chip dig, X flat, F pick curl. This pick curl is just worked to perfection. So let's talk about what all that means real quick. We're going to go 11 gun, 1 running back, 1 tight end. When we say nub left, it means the tight end is by himself attached on the left side, which obviously nub equals trips right. Okay, nub left equals trips right, or nub right equals trips left. If we said tray right, then we would know one of these 3 would be a tight end, and you'd probably have an X receiver out here by himself, right? So that's why we call 11 gun nub left. T-same, the running back on the same side of the field as the tight end. We're going slot to wide decoy. So what's going to happen here is your slot receiver in Romeo Doubs is going to motion over, and he's going to run a little decoy route. He's just going to kind of shoot to the back corner of the end zone here, really kind of midway to the midline there in the end zone. The Y is going to run a chip dig. So he's just going to run a chip block, Tucker is, and he's going to scrape the back of the end zone to give an option from the left to the right there for Jordan. X flat, really, really simple. Your X receiver is going to run a flat route underneath. So what you got is Romeo's going to motion out here. He's going to try to take the defender with him. You could throw a quick throw to the flat, to the X, or you can throw to the F-pick curl. So you're trying to free up the flat, and what's going to happen, I'll do it in blue so you can kind of see. Basically, Wicks is going to come right here, sit down, and allow these guys to hammer into him. If they get caught up on him, if both defenders get caught on him, then you just fire that flat, and you've got Dobbs walking the other defender out a little deeper in the end zone. But what's going to happen is this dude is going to pull a LeBron James flop, and our boy Wicks is just going to roll right around and kind of a little pick and roll play here. Okay, again, the call is 11 gun, nub left, T-same, slot the wide decoy, Y chip dig, X flat, F pick curl. Now,
the code name for this play is belt to ass.
Exactly right. This is 110% belt to ass ratio on this play. All right. And again, the reason I'm saying decoy with Dobbs, you'll never see him look around if I remember correctly. He's not even looking to get the pass. He's just trying to walk defenders out of the way. So it's really just a 3-read play for sure. But let's roll it. Watch Dobbs is going to motion out here real quick. All right, now we got him out wide. You'll watch his decoy, right? You see he's just going to the flat. Now look at Wicks right here in the middle, boys. So you see he just sits down and just kind of throws that pick, right? Now it's obvious that they're in man coverage now. I think what was going on here is both of these defenders got mixed up and were trying to cover Jaden Reed. And I promise you what helped in that confusion is this little bit of motion here from Romeo Doubs.
Yep. Gets them moving. Yep.
And again, look at Wicks. And now as old dude tries to get an Oscar there with the hitting the ground, Wick's just going to roll right off, and it's just a slam dunk. And look at Jordan taking a shot there too, boys.
I love it.
Phenomenal play. So,
Jordan's fearless in the pocket, man. Yeah. If anything, I remember not too long ago, we were worried about him standing there too long and not getting it out and, taking those shots. But he's not scared, man. He's earned his stripes, and he'll stand in there and deliver that strike when we need it. This is a great example of it.
You see Tucker just a little chip, and then he's going to release and run that dig. And that's a free runner, boys. He's about to take a shot.
Yep.
Just a great job.
And Jordan's his ability to pay, that was a 3-step drop, right? So as he got to the top of the drop, he was looking at like what Clayton was saying, that the flat first was probably his first look. He's ready to throw it. Nope. Hesitate, pump it, and look inside. Just take what's easy. And that's what he was saying. I've gotten a lot better at taking what's in front of me, knowing where my relief valves are. That flat wasn't there. He pulled it. I mean, he had no running lane. So, I mean, he had his last decision probably would have been a back shot to Tucker Kraft there, along the back end line there.
Yep. It was the perfect read. Again,
it really was.
The flat
if he holds it any longer, it's a sack, right? Or it's getting chucked out of the back of the end zone.
Right. Yep. And the flat wasn't there, right? So it's just great that he didn't try to force that flat, hold it a second longer, know that clock's running out.
We got his eyes off of it. Guy, you can't stick on that.
Yep, definitely. All right. So again, that was the first score of the game. Gave the Packers a 7-0 lead. That was Jordan Love to Dontavion Wicks for a 2-yard tutter. Now, the very next drive, New Orleans ended up punting, so the Packers have the ball again. First quarter, 2:26 left, 3rd and 7 from their own 31. This is Jordan Love to Romeo Doubs for 15 yards. Remember, the Packers are leading 7-0. The reason I highlighted this play, 15 yards through the air is not an explosive play, right? But the reason I wanted to show it was because if they don't convert on this 3rd down, you're punting.
Yep.
Who knows how that game goes, right? We like to pretend just because you boat race a team 34-0, they would have never had a chance. But momentum is a real thing in the National Football League. This is a huge play to Romeo Doubs. And the play call is 11 gun empty, load right, weak nasty, F to tight wrap, Y skinny, Hoss, okay? And let's talk about what it all means. First of all, when we go 11 gun empty, it's pretty self-explanatory. You got one running back, you've got one tight end, and notice there's an empty backfield, right? It's just an empty set. Now, when we say weak nasty, everybody on the weak side of the formation is lined up in a nasty split inside or even with the numbers, okay? We're going to go F to tight wrap. Now, F receiver in this case right here was Jaden Reed. And watch, Jaden Reed's going to motion over, and he's going to get in here tight. All right, now you're set up for the actual. Why did they do that? They're looking to gather information. Were they showing man coverage or zone right there? Notice nobody really follows Jaden over. You got a guy that kind of snugs up, but this doesn't look like man coverage, right? He's just telling that guy, like, hey, I'm going to cheat to the inside here on Jaden, okay? Now, let's talk about what the actual play call is. When we say wrap, it's really, really simple. The inside receiver, the number 2, is going to run a curl route, okay? The outside receiver is going to wrap around him on a dig. So that's the wrap aspect of this play call. Why skinny is real simple. I think this was actually Musgrave on this play, guys. He's just looking to run a little skinny post. Just it's more like a 9 than a post, but he's going to try to stay to the inside shoulder. They play it pretty well. You can see Jordan takes a quick glance at him, but he lets it go. And then on over, you've got the Hoss concept, which is the go curl, okay? So your number 2 on this side is going to run a go, and the outside receiver is going to run a curl, all right? So if for some reason this defender vacates here and he goes deep with that go, you can hammer that in underneath to the curl route, right? But again, the ball is going to go right here. And the goal here is kind of a high-low read. You want the defenders to clamp down on this curl and then hammer the wrap. We already gathered the information with the pre-snap motion. It's not man coverage. It's most likely zone unless they match it up. And let's see what happens here. So you see the curl sit. Now look at all this space that's vacated right here, boys. That's where you're going to hammer that ball. And Jordan wastes no time. Look at this. Talking about the ball coming out on time. Bang. Don't get your receiver killed. Just a beautiful play call, man.
Absolute dart.
Yep.
Man, was that man?
Let's see. Let's roll it back. Again, it could be some match with it too.
Okay.
Let's see if we read man or zone here.
Because there's nobody in the flat. If anything, they're all in like hook curls or mid zones.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like it was kind of maybe cover 1 over the top because the one dude ran ran on the numbers on the short side. Or on the wide side of the field, he ran with him north. The backer on the hash, those who made the tackle, he didn't bite on that seam route. That's the only thing that I'm questioning.
That's where it's really tough to decide: is it match, is it man, is it zone? The fact that he doesn't flip his hips to go down the seam, he's definitely not in man coverage. We know that, right? And if it was any kind of match, so if we know he's not in man, if it was any kind of match, I imagine he would match up with the 3 in that situation and take the seam, right? So the fact that he doesn't bite on the seam in any regard, that's why I think they're probably in zone. Now, when you play zone, again, it's not just let me stand in this spot and let everybody run around me. You're looking to latch onto those receivers, so sometimes it can look a little like man. And they're stretching the field pretty vertical here too. You know, they got 2 verts going deep there. I love that they're widening it out. You honestly could have took a shot right here if you wanted to. But this is what Jordan's doing different since he stopped throwing picks.
Yep.
Like he's taking what the defense is giving him.
That's what I'm saying. He said that in his presser today. He was like, I've gotten so much better at knowing where the relief valve is to take that and just be done, just move forward.
Yep. And he could have dumped it to Chris Brooks underneath and probably picked up a first down as well. The thing I noticed about the offensive tape this week is there are multiple people open on just about every play, which tells you Matt LaFleur's in his bag. Let's watch Jordan read this out here as they're kind of showing a shell look there, right? And then they drop out. But here's Jaden with the motion. They changed something up right there for sure when they brung Jaden in tight. But look at Jordan holding this safety right here, right? Holding this safety and holding any defender that may pop Romeo Doubs coming across the middle. Look at Jordan Love right here. Look at the stripe on his helmet. He is looking in this direction, right? That's holding.
I want to hit that seam.
Yep. And then as you roll it, bang, we're coming back real quick. Just one hitch, let it rip. Beautiful ball. Romeo, just a great hands catcher. And look at this is what I love about it. You didn't get your receiver killed. You're throwing between 2 defenders. Love gets it there on time. He gets it out away from his body to where he can catch, turn, and actually protect himself, right? And Romeo ends up picking up a couple yards even after it. So it's a great job, man, picking up on 3rd down. And again, I know you won't see that play on the highlight reel, but I feel like it's a very important play, man. You converting on that 3rd down, guys. Again, if you don't convert there, and you punt right back to New Orleans, who knows how this game goes. So
you're right. You control the momentum. You control the clock by possessing the football. I mean, it's really hard to try and influence the game, just with your defense alone. So being able to convert like that is huge. So true.
Yeah, definitely. All right, next play, 2nd quarter, 12:55 left. This is a 4th and 2 play at New Orleans' 35-yard line. All right, and this is Jordan Love to Tucker Kraft for 21 yards. The Packers are leading 7-0 right here. And this is the play where people were saying, man, Jordan had Christian Watson wide open. Why didn't he throw it, right? The deep ball. It's a 4th and 2. How many times have we talked about this where Jordan would take a shot and it's like, Bub, you got to know the down and distance. You got to know, let's just check it down and move the sticks. Take the high percentage throw. He's doing that now. Now, there's still some knuckleheads that are going to dog him for doing that because they're never going to be happy. But here's the play call on this specific play. 12 gun nasty, Trey left bunch, T-Same 24 fake, you sift, pro flat, strike. This is a strike concept. I think this is the 3rd time this year on Chalk Talk that we've seen the strike concept. So he's really Matt LaFleur's starting to dip his toe into strike a lot more now, which is really, really cool to see. That's right. Belt to ass is in full effect here. So 12 gun, this surprised me. I had 11 on it at first, and I drew the whole play out, and I'm like, wait a minute, is that another tight end? That's another tight end. So you've got 2 tight ends actually on this play. All right. 12 gun nasty. Everybody is in a nasty split, right? We talk about what that means inside the numbers there. And then you've got T-Same, the running back is on the same side as the tight ends. So strong left. Trey left bunch just tells you Trey left bunch. It's got to, in a 12 personnel, it's got to be strong left. And it's 2 tight ends making up, 2 of the 3 targets on that side of the field. 24. Yes, exactly. 24 fake. We're going to fake a run 24, okay? So we're faking B gap right on this play. We're going to run a U sift, all right? So the U is actually going to sift across and help protect the front side for Jordan Love on the blocking scheme here. We're going to go pro flat, all right? Pro flat's really, really simple. It's a pro route. Christian Watson is going to run a pro route. It's almost looks like a skinny, and then he's going to take it back out for like an angle corner route. That's what the route's going to be. And then you've got the flat aspect is going to be Tucker Kraft is actually going to leak out into the flat. I may have gotten these mixed up actually, boys, with the play call. I do it every week. We'll see though. With the strike concept, it's really, really simple. you've got one side of the field you're stretching vertically, the other side you're coming across underneath that vertical. Okay. So there is your play call. Again, 12 gun nasty, tray left bunch, T same, 24 fake, U sift, pro flat, strike. Let's roll the tape. There's the 24 fake. You see they're faking to the right. Notice the sift block coming over as it's Ben Sims just working his way over, going to help seal off the blocking on that side. Now you're going to see the pro route here with Christian. See how he kind of angled it in, and now he's bending it back out. That's what you call a pro route. And look at Jordan right here. Christian's wide open, right? Touchdown. I love that he checks it down. It's 4th and 2. 4th and 2. Yep. Take the easy play, right? And that's exactly what he does here. Hits Tucker Kraft underneath. Now look at where Tucker gets the ball, boys. Just beyond the first down marker at the 31-yard line. He's going to take it all the way down to roughly, pretty much got about, 18 yards of yak right there.
Yeah, roughly to where Scoot would have been if you would have caught that deep shot.
Yep.
And I like the point you made there, Clayton. Yeah, we could probably put 7 on the board there, but you could also overthrow them, or you could have a higher degree of difficulty taking the deep shot there over the top. Just take the easy play, get the first down. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
This is
Roll that back to the beginning one more time. Just watch Tucker Kraft's feet at the start of the play.
Watch Tucker Kraft's feet.
No, it's all about selling that U. Look at that motion. The whole offensive line, both tight ends, everybody's moving right.
Yep.
One step and he's gone. I mean, look at that poor dude. Yeah,
he took him right out of the play.
Yep.
He's doing the electric slide over there. Like, uh-oh.
Look my guy right here. He's doing a Macarena back here. Where's this? Just a great play. Look at the whole offensive line. Look where they're at. There isn't a single person over here, but you've got the U sift to help seal it off, right? If anybody comes free, you can throw one block, and if there's 2 guys free, you go, look out. That's what you scream to Jordan Love.
Yep.
But again, man, I love that he took that. It would have been real easy to try to throw the home run shot. It falls incomplete. You turn the ball over. And keep in mind, guys, the score is still 7-0. So there's 2 different plays that we show you could have went totally different, right? You end up using the wrap concept to hit Romeo Dobbs on the 3rd and 7, then on 4th and 2. Don't be selfish. Don't be a superstar. Take what the defense gives you. It's what we've been looking for Jordan.
This is what we talk about when you see the progression in Jordan's game, right? These are the changes we're talking about seeing. Maybe a few months ago, he's probably throwing that deep ball rather than taking the smart play.
Yeah, completely agree, man. All right, next play, second quarter, 12-10 left. It's a little later in this drive. It's a 1st and 10 play. We're at New Orleans' 14-yard line. This is a 12-yard run by Josh Jacobs. Pretty straightforward. It's an explosive. But here's the play call. 11-gun nasty, strong left, Z-tot, twin stack, T-weak. We're going 21 duo, but it's going to turn into a 27 cut. Emilio going from 21 to 27. Lord have mercy, man. Unlike Leo DiCaprio, he goes from 27 to 21, if you know what I mean. That's usually how So here we go. 11-gun nasty. Everybody, once again, in the nasty splits. Matt LaFleur absolutely loves those. We're going strong left. So Tucker is right here on that side. Z-tight. Here's your Z receiver. Your Z receiver always lines up off the ball on the tight end side of the field. So you've got Wicks playing Z here. Twin stack, just kind of a stack look where they're within a half a yard of each other, or sometimes they're directly in front of each other. I typically call anyone within a yard and a half. I just call it a stack look because you're accomplishing the same thing. You could run a switch concept off that at any point. T-weak, obviously just the weak side of the formations where the running back is, and we're going to go 21 duo. So again, 21, when you're going left, the one gap is a gap left. So it's designed to go right here is what it looks like to me, right?
Tight. Yeah. Just hit the hash and get north. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, and again, this is a 1st and 10 play, but what does Josh Jacobs always do, boys? If there's more to be had, he's going to find it. Watch him go from the A, and he says, let's just take this thing all the way outside. Look at this. Right here, he is not happy with it. Look at Wicks, by the way.
Yep.
I will not stand for the Wicks slander, and it's not because
him out.
Got me an autograph.
Taking that dude out of there.
I mean, seriously.
That's a receiver on a grown linebacker right there. Is that a linebacker he's blocking?
I think so.
Holy cow.
Or a thick nickel.
Yeah, for sure.
And when you look at it, too, it looks like there might have been a little RPO aspect to this play, too, up top.
I think Matt just has to have let's just always have a backup plan if possible on a play.
Why not, right?
And it's another, you're holding that, look at that safety. Look at the safety at the top of the hash. He bites on the RPO. You still have 3 over there. Got a numbers.
And people trying to tackle Josh Jacobs with their arms around the knees just ain't gonna happen. Look at my boy. That right there, that needs to be a screen grab of the week. We got to get that one right here. What's the defender? Right there. That's the one we need. Got his left arm completely under him. Looked like me after a night of drinking, fell asleep with my arm underneath me.
Wake up on the shoulder. Yeah, wake up, it's all numb.
Been there, done that. All right. And then Josh Jacobs, look, so when he gets the second contact hits him, it's at the 10-yard line. And he's going to take it all the way down to the 2. Almost got into the end zone.
So what, that whole run was just yards after contact is what you're telling me.
Bingo.
And again, run to the short side of the field. I like how Mac schemes that up. It's not you always think that, hey, I want all the room that I can have. It doesn't matter. Now we have an extra blocker this time compared to his 20-yard run before. We have an extra blocker on the left side, but we don't have the motion pulling any of the eye candy over. But the RPO at least holds that top safety. But you still have to work the numbers.
Yep, definitely. And what Emilio's talking about, we're on the left hash. From a defensive coordinator standpoint, your top priority is, well, we got all this field to cover on this side. Right. When you're focused on that, you'll typically lean your hat count to the field side. And next thing you know, you've got a +1 on the left. Like if we were to do a hat count here, let's just draw it right down the middle with the center. Let's do a quick hat count. So let's count them off in red here. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4 defenders in the box, right? Mm-hmm. And we've got on our side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys to block them.
Right.
Which means you're +1 already, and Josh Jacobs is going to make the other guy miss. And again, I really want you to key in on Wicks here, boys, because there, like I said, people have kind of dogged Wicks, and he's right on the heels of Christian Watson as the best run blocking receiver on this team. Yep. Like he'll stick his nose in there. He does not care. Watch Wicks right here. Get in there and dig that guy out.
Yep.
Just a great job.
You got to hit him right in the center. I mean, he didn't hit him high, didn't hit him low, wasn't trying to, blindside him. All I need to do is stop the dude.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to hold him. Just give him enough. And he's the one still trying to make the tackle. Poor guy can't even do that.
Just a great run, man. Again, 12-yard gain. That's going to set up a 2-yard touchdown run for Josh Jacobs. We're not going to waste time showing him just smack somebody in the mouth at the 2-yard line and ease his way into the end zone. So
really fast, coach, on that one route by Watson on the 4th and 2, coach says that they call that a 7 route by Watson.
Nice.
Just another term. Just love to have it in the bank, coach.
Yep. And we've always looked at 7 routes as the traditional corner, right? Mm-hmm. You're just going vertical 8 to 10 yards,
right,
and then cornering off. And I've always called that a corner route until I heard a coach this year say they called it a pro route, where it's you show a skinny and then go out, right? And
on college football, Clayton, they would kind of call that a bang 8 is
bang
what they
8?
Would call that.
All right, bang 8. I thought you were talking about Leo DiCaprio again. We got to be careful. Let's keep this thing moving. It's a family program here, Emilio. What do you – oh, my God. Tim, can you hit him with the terrible? I'm going to need you to do that for me. I'm going to have to put him in timeout here before it's over, man.
That's terrible.
Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate that. All right, second quarter, next play here. Second quarter, 8:44 left, 2nd and 1 from their own 42-yard line. This is Jordan Love to Tucker Kraft for 30 yards, boys. We're going to hit on some stuff on Good Morning Lambeau about Tucker Kraft. We actually touched on it a little bit today, man. He is just lining it up, dude. And for the money that they're paying him, what a steal. So, again, Green Bay's leading 14-0 at this point, 8:44 left in the second quarter. This is a 2nd and 1 play. This is when you want to throw the football. I don't want you throwing on first down that often. That's just me personally. But you get them in 2nd and short, and everything's on the table. If you come out and you got to check with me, and if they decide, hey, they're really covering the pass here, just hammer the run, pick up the first down, and keep it moving, right? But if they're loading the box, this is the time to take a shot for sure. And it's not really much of a shot. The call is 11 gun nub right T-weak F-zip orbit swing 22 fake strike slot climb. So once again, you're seeing the strike concept come into play here. Keep in mind, guys, when we say strike, it's real simple. There's a lot of different passing concepts that falls under the term of strike. I had a guy that I used to break down tape with, and he'd go, yeah, this is strike, that's strike, this is strike. I'm like, 90% of the routes are strike. It's important to mention it, but really what strike means is this side is going to go vert, and you're going to have somebody crossing underneath it. That's technically strike from Shane Waldron's, Sean McVay's book of breakdown, okay? So you could run – this guy could run a pro route and a crosser, and that's strike, right? You could run a skinny here and have this guy run a dig. That's technically strike. So separate it from the center one side vert, and then a crosser underneath or a dig underneath is really what we call strike concept. Most of the time within Shane Waldron's playbook, and he made it really, really famous a few years ago in Seattle, it's a go with a crosser is typically what they do. Sometimes they'll mix in a corner with a crosser. But anyway, 11 gun, you guys know what that means. Nub right, that means the tight end is the only guy on the right side of the formation. We're going to go F-zip orbit swing. So we're going to roll the tape here a touch and show you what that means with F-zip. So here's your F receiver. I believe it's Jaden Reed. He's going to go orbit zip motion and set up a swing pass. All right, so he's going to motion around Jordan Love, and he's going to set up an option to be a swing pass here. All right, now the 22 fake, real simple. That's A gap right. So we're going to fake a run to the right here, and you're going to see the whole offensive line move to the right, kind of that zone look. That's called marrying up the run with the pass. Strike, which is going to be an X go and a Y cross, okay? And then you've got a slot climb. So we're going to call him the X here. That's Romeo Dobbs. Going to be a go route, all right? The Y is going to run kind of that mid climb here. And then, of course, you're going to have a slot climb. So some people would call this mid mesh or crossers. I went with the strike concept because you're seeing it popping up more and more, and I wanted to identify that for the listeners and the viewers that, hey, you are mixing in a lot of Shane Waldron strike looks now. So, again, that's your play call right there. 11 gun, nub right, T-weak, F-zip, orbit, swing, 22 fake, strike, slot, climb. And
code word, belt to ass.
Belt to ass right here.
And again, running this fake run to the short side of the field, the not field side, sell the run, get everybody to bite, then work your open side.
Yeah. And again, look at everybody. Like you've seen this backer take a step over, right? And let's just watch it unfold here. Look at everything clear out for Tucker. Like in this right here, you want to tell me Christian Watson isn't making a difference? Look at the bodies around him that are aware that he's running a deep crosser right here. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, Jordan probably could have unloaded it here, but once again, Jordan is finding the more open receiver. Look at Tucker. Look at all that space. And again, that swing pass from the orbit, because that guy's snugged up. Look at all this right here, man.
Yep.
Like, I could make that throw.
Right.
Yeah, this is all Matt LaFleur right here all day.
Looking at the dude directly in front of him at the hash, it's like, oh, wow, Tucker's wide open. Let me just hum this thing 30 yards to him.
This is a running concept that we keep seeing. It's like you see the completion, and then you see the other 2 or 3 options that are open. That Jordan, in theory, could take, like you were saying, Emilio, always a backup plan for the backup on these play calls, and you love to see it.
Yeah, let's watch the play fake here. Let's see what the defense does. I love the orbit motion too, that orbit zip. It's basically zipper motion, or what we refer to as yo-yo before, and it's just going to be a nice little swing pass setup. So you see number 5 has to come into the box here, boys, right? You see him creep up into the box because, again, 2 backs equals 2 gaps. He knows they're going to lose a gap here if he don't come up in the box. Now he's like, oh, crap, he's going back. So now you got this guy shifting back down, and now he's got to go cover deep, right? All that pre-snap.
And it doesn't allow them to sugar as much when you have all that motion that they have to respect and at least man up numbers-wise.
Yep. Look at this backer right here. He's going, okay, I think that's the Mario Davis, isn't it? He's going, all right, I hope they got that under control. Buddy, you need to be worrying about your spot because watch this. Look at Tucker. He's looking over there the whole time at Christian. He kind of bracket covering Christian. And,
Can we go back? Can you go back a couple seconds?
Yeah, man.
Let's watch Big E here. Watch 74 with the easiest blocking assignment he's ever had.
+2. +2. He just kind of
just stood there, put his arm out.
Yeah. They never stood a chance. Where did he catch that ball? Where did Tucker catch this ball at, boys?
On the 45.
So he goes from the 45, and it's yak from here on out to the 35 to the 30. So you got, 17 yards of yak right there?
Definitely.
Right, so good, man. I
Just
love
barrels of yak back there. I cannot believe he's been stacking that up.
all night long, baby.
All season, man. It's unbelievable.
All right. Second quarter, 7:17 left. This is a 2nd and 2 play. And remember earlier we showed the jet sweep with Christian Watson, but we ended up handing it off. So what you're doing here is you're mixing in run fakes with jet sweeps. And the defense can't cover both. It's awesome. Like we showed you the stiff arm play from Josh Jacobs. We did jet motion with Christian Watson. Well, guess what we did? We came back to it here. and you're identifying man or zone right here with the pre-snap movement from Jaden Reed. But again, this is a 2nd and 2 play, 7:17 left in the second quarter, and at New Orleans is 20. This is Watson on the jet sweep for 14 yards. Green Bay is leading 14-0. The play call is 11 ace, dub nasty right. We're going 26 fake Z-jet. So this time the fake is going to go outside shoulder of the tackle between the tackle and the tight end. So we're going to show a play fake here right around here, okay? So we're going to fake it there, and what's really going to happen is Christian Watson is going to come around, take the handoff, and hit the edge. And I want you to really key on Romeo Dobbs on this play. Just a beautiful job blocking. Watch how everything marries up this play with the original runs that we've been running earlier in the game. Watch the defense here, guys. Look at the defense. Look at the front 7, the front 8. They got the box loaded. Watch them move at this fake. Christian Watson has the ball, boys. And look at everybody's eyes. Here. Yeah. Look at the lean. Look at the lean. Everybody is going in the opposite direction.
I mean, you've literally got 5 players with their backs to Christian Watson right now.
Absolutely. And again, we hate man coverage, right? This is why. This corner doesn't even know that Christian Watson's gotten the ball running right into his neighborhood because he's focused on his work, right?
He's focused on the dog blocking him right now.
And watch Romeo's just going to kind of walk him out. All right, let's get in. Let's get outside shoulder here.
Yep.
Christian's so damn fluid, too, with the football, man. Just
great job by Scoot, too, to read that block properly and get and run the right, angle towards the boundary there to get the yards. If he tries to cut that back inside, we got problems.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he took the old kneecapper there on that one, but luckily he's okay, it looks like.
Yeah. And again, Emilio, look at this front 8, man. Watch this. This is hilarious. This is like taking Mountain Dew from a baby right here.
Oh, easy.
Look at this. Watch. I don't mean to laugh, but boy, they didn't know whether to crap or go blind, so they closed one eye and farted. Look at this, dude.
And honestly, if Jaden Reed barely didn't even need to touch that dude, you almost left two guys unblocked because Rashid doesn't even care about that guy. He's trying to go up and get Davis up there. Yep. But the fact that you can leave 2 dudes unblocked and still get a head count or at least, the movement to one side before they even respond is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's all scheme. That's all Tupac LaFleur in the bag.
It is.
I love it.
My favorite part, look at the safety is running the opposite direction of the backer here.
About to collide.
Yeah, look, they are seeing 2.
You're running that way. Okay, I got you.
Crap. Let's get back here. Actually, it was a safety that was chasing him down there too. And here's the injury that we talked about right here. You're going to see number 1 accidentally land on Scoot. That's where the knee bruise came in. It sounded like we dodged a bullet there. I'm hearing that they're leaning toward playing him this week. I don't know what you guys are hearing. So, yeah. Tim said, I don't know about that. Let's don't rush that.
Well, right? I mean, it's the Vikings. It's going to be the tougher of the final 2 matchups. So, I mean, it's a game you need all your weapons. But I'd rather have Scoot for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Give him or maybe they play him and he's just got lower snap count.
Yeah, could be.
I could have sworn Matt was saying like he's not sure.
Yeah.
So you feel like he's hesitant?
Yeah, I think he's a little hesitant on it.
Got it. All right, so that 14-yard explosive run there from Watson sets up the Chris Brooks 1-yard touchdown run. So now Green Bay leads 21-0. Now let's finally get to some defense. Y'all go with that?
Yeah, in hour 2 we can do that.
That's a good point, Emilio. For those of you listening on the pod, that's going to do it for hour 1. We'll see you on the other side for hour 2. We appreciate y'all. All right, welcome into hour 2. Emilio is still here in the bottle, I'm sure. Watch this guy over here. Got to keep him in check. All right, so here is a defensive play. Second quarter, 2:52 left. So we're in the middle 8. We're officially in the middle 8. And I know the middle 8 ends up being 0-0. The reason it's 0-0 is plays like this. Like they're most likely going to come away with at least the field goal here, right? But instead, 2nd and 9 at Green Bay's 29. This is the Keyshawn Nixon strip sack. This literally wins you, or it preserves the tie for the middle 8 and also makes you +2 by the end of the game on the turnover differential. The play call, to the best of my knowledge, and it's hard sometimes to read exactly what's match and what isn't. This is nickel 4-2-5, 55 touch. We're going to go TE left, nickel fire, free sky, which is basically the safety's going to come down and play the curl flat, and it's technically a cover 3 defense, okay? So what we mean by that is when we say 55 touch, this is Enigbare. He's going to run a touch spy. He's going to engage and just hold his ground and look for Spencer Rattler to potentially scramble out of the pocket. And he's doing it on the opposite side of the nickel fire. We'll talk about that in a minute. TE stunt, real simple. Kenny's going to go first, and then our boy Rashawn Gary is going to loop off of that. And I think this was either Kobe Wooden or Carl Brooks is going to push up the field and try to flush our boy Spencer Rattler as well. Now, when we talk,
that's Wooden for sure.
Is it Wooden? Okay.
Yeah.
So the nickel fire is going to be Keyshawn here. He's going to fire off the edge, and he's the free guy. He's, hey, go get the quarterback, right? So everything works in unison together. You've only got a 4-man rush. You've got a spy in case the quarterback tries to rush away from the pressure, and then you got a cover 3 look. Now, when we say free sky, we're going free safety is going to be the sky safety here. And again, I think I've got it saved in here just to show you what we're talking about. When you run a sky play, look at the far left diagram. The safety buzzes down to the curl flat. The corner covers deep third. The linebacker got the hook curl. If we called it cover 3 buzz, then the safety would have the hook curl. The linebacker would have the curl flat. The corner would have the deep third. And if we were running cloud, the safety would have deep third. The corner would sit in a curl flat. The linebacker would have a hook curl. So this is sky. The reason we say free sky is we're identifying which safety is going to play sky here, okay? And it's going to be the free safety. Here on this side is your tight end. That makes the opposite safety your free safety. So what he's going to do is come down here and be prepared to cover the flat, all right? Everyone else, really, really simple. They are going to be playing cover 3. Deep third, okay? Deep third, and then you've got a couple of guys working in zone here. Most likely this guy is responsible for hitting the flat if somebody attacks the flat. Again, I call it nickel 4-2-5, 55 touch, TE left, nickel fire, free sky. It's going to be a cover 3 defense. Let's watch it unfold. And really, really key in on the safety, how he's selling this shell look right here, right? And I think that's Zayn, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So Zayn's going to sell the shell, ball snap, get to your spot quick, right? So now he's in what we call a curl flat. It kind of looks like a hook curl here, but if somebody were to attack this flat, he's going on it. What I love about Zayn is he looks for work. He doesn't just sit on a spot of grass in zone defense.
Do you see him? He like hammered down and then the feet plant and then they're still kind of shuffling, so he can go either direction at any moment. I love it. Good technique.
Hafley was saying how he practiced is unbelievable. Like he practiced like he's going to be the starter. He's been doing that from day one, hour one, and he prepares that way. He's paying attention in film study and all that. So he said he's not surprised at all of the way that he's performing out there, just because of the fact that, I mean, you got to put in the work to get there. Same as I think Steno was saying that about Wicks. You know how he's been having the drop things. He's been putting in time before and after practice on the jugs machine. The only way to get better is to keep practicing, right? So I'm glad that they're attacking those issues, and you can see it out there.
Yeah, I remember that too last year, Tim. Remember when Romeo Dobbs had the drop issue?
Yep.
And they said he was staying after practice on the jugs machine. Now he's got the best hands on the team.
Yep.
So pretty cool.
Absolutely.
Man.
And it's funny because like Emilio's saying, like acting as if you're going to start, acting as if preparing and practicing and approaching every week as if you're going to be the guy. I mean, normally you see that in this league with backup quarterbacks, right? You always got to be ready. You got to know the game plan. You're hands-on. You're always going hard like you could go into the game. But to see that from a safety and to see that from, your receivers, regardless of where they're at on the depth chart, it tells you just how special this team really is right now.
Yeah, completely agree. All right, so watch Keyshawn. We talked about this yesterday or this morning, Emilio. I know you wasn't on the morning show, but watch Keyshawn get kind of small right here. You see him? Like he's hiding. Look at this dude hiding behind these big boys. And again, he's just going to come off the line free here. And notice what we're saying with Kingsley Enagbare, how he's just kind of holding his ground and looking for Spencer Rattler to try to rush here, just in case, right? And again, this defense is real simple. 3 up top, 3 in the mid, in the mid ground in the zone, and you're bringing a 4-man pressure with a spy. Really, really simple. And Keyshawn just coming untouched. Bang. Ball comes out. Rashawn Gary with the recovery. Great job of Rashawn there, having the awareness to get on the ball. That's how you win the turnover differential.
Tim, was that you saying it this morning about Keyshawn ran that same play earlier and said he wanted it again?
Yep.
Yeah, so when I watched that play the first time, dude, he was about to earhole Spencer Rattler from the blind side, absolutely earhole him. And this is it. I think he's honestly on the other side of the defense from when he ran it last time. but just being in the face of him, it, like you said, get skinny, get tiny, hide behind Rashawn. He's an absolute demon. And then whoop, slip around Kenny, who's another great wall, not a window. And let me just get around that man and call it a day.
Yeah. Kobe Wooden coming free. 4-man rushed him, and you got 2 guys coming free.
Yep. And then, like I said this morning, we kind of looked at this one. Keyshawn with the patience and just the great kind of stutter step, maybe drag my right foot a little as I'm coming around the corner. He almost kind of hides at the beginning of this play and just times it perfectly.
Can you roll it back a little bit, please?
Yeah, man.
I mean, what is the whole left side of that? Room a little bit more. The whole left side of that Saints line.
I asked if they were running this.
They're looking at each other. They were about to block each other.
What are they doing? You got a guard, a center, and this other guard are just in their own island, man.
Dude, this morning I was like, are they running a screen pass? What the hell are they doing?
No, this dude's tripping over Lucas Patrick. Says, oh, my ankle. Okay, let me get back and try to help on any bar, I think. I don't know. This dude's trying to block Lucas in the middle here.
Cue up the circus music.
This is unreal.
Just a great.
On my knee.
And in the scrum, of course, Gary coming away with the football, man. So, again, I know we didn't score in the middle 8, but that right there preserved the middle 8. It's huge. So Green Bay would get the ball back, obviously, after that. They went 3 and out, and then we got to halftime, and then coming out of the half, New Orleans punted. So here we are now picking up in the third quarter, 11:34 left, 2nd and 5 from their own 21. Let's throw a Bo Melton into the 14-yard jet sweep game here as the Packers are leading 21-0. So you got Bo at the bottom of the screen real quick, or real simple, 12 ace nasty, 24 fake, X jet. So when we say 24 fake, it's going to be B gap right. We're going to fake the run here, and it's actually going to be Bo Melton getting the football on the end around. Okay, so you've seen Christian out there. I love this set because you've got Christian and Bo Melton on the field at the same time. Like
that's a lot of speed.
That's a lot of speed.
A lot of meat up there on that line too.
It really is, man. You're going with that strong left look, or no? It's a balanced look, isn't it? Yeah, balanced. So you got a balanced
look across the board. I mean, like Tim said, a lot of weight, a lot of speed. That's a tough matchup.
And again, early in the game, we showed you the Josh Jacobs run with jet motion, right? And he got the 24 look. And then we came back to the similar look. We give the jet sweep. Everybody bots on Josh Jacobs. Let's see what the defense does here. Let's see if they hold their water. If they bot again, it's going to be fake to the right or the bottom of the screen as we're watching it here. So look at the whole offensive line setting up a duo look. And look at the whole defense just bending over once again.
Backers, for sure.
Yeah. Look at those 3 in a line. Look at those 3 Saints in between the hash. All of them are basically clones of each other, trying to figure out what is happening on this play.
That's exactly right. Belt to ass, man. Again, that's the theme today.
And again, we faked it to the short side of the field. We run the jet sweep to the wide side of the field, give them place to move, place to get a little work done, and absolute beauty blocking downfield too.
Yep.
I love it how we see this action with all 3 of these guys. You see it with Scoot, obviously. You see it with Bo, and you see it with Jaden Reed. And it's so effective when those 3 guys are running these type of looks.
Yeah. Again, watch the front 7 here, guys. Watch the front 7 as they fake this 24 look. Look at everybody.
Yep. Look at those.
Oh, man.
56 the only one, right? He was like, I ain't buying this time. I'm getting out here.
And he's still in the
edge too. He caught 96 a little bit too. Got out of his lane a little.
You can bowl a strike with them right there.
Yeah. Yeah, just a great play call, man. And again, who's out? There's Christian Watson out there on the edge, right? Helping block that corner.
Poor Tucker was looking for work inside. He goes, forgot how fast Bo was, and he just ran right by him.
And I like that Bo didn't wait.
Yeah,
some players are waiting, and they tackle from behind. He's like, all right, let's just take what they give us, right?
Bo's like,
cheese curds make my stomach hurt all the time, but I do eat them though.
I do too, Bo. You ain't the only one. All right, so that explosive run
this
led
guy
to
probably has some curds too. Kind of looks like a cheese curd.
So that explosive run led to a 55-yard Brandon McManus field goal. Shout out to Brandon McManus. Man, what a year he's having.
It's pronounced McMoney.
McMoney, I apologize. So that would take Green Bay to a 24-0 lead. All right, let's fast forward Third quarter, 4:16 left, 1st and 10 play at Green Bay's 35-yard line. So once again, they're threatening here, right? And this is going to be the Brenton Cox Jr. sack. The play call is a nickel 4-2-5, TT twist, cover 6, possibly 7, okay? Possibly cover 7. I'm calling it a cover 6. And it's an invert, all right? So this is a really – Emilio, we talked about cover 6. We know what that means, right? It's quarter, quarter, half, or half, quarter, quarter. We talked about what invert is. Cover 2 invert is the safeties buzz down, the corners drop deep halves. Now we're mixing and matching a cover 6 invert. Now, when I say possibly 7, it looks like Keyshawn is matching a little bit at the top. So the difference between a cover 6 defense and a cover 7 defense is really simple. Cover 6 is both of them are quarter, half, half, or half, quarter, quarter. In this case, it's going to be half, all right, and it's going to be quarter. Actually, no, I apologize. It's going to be half. This guy's going to come down. This is going to be quarter, and it looked like Keyshawn was playing quarter, but he doesn't get crazy deep, which makes me thinks it was matched. So what that means is if it's cover 6 with match principles, you're playing box and triangle. That's what we call cover 7. That's Nick Saban 101. The fact that Jeff Hafley has got some Nick Saban in his defense fires me up, man. Because, again, cover 3 match, you see that everywhere in the league. Cover 4 match, you see that everywhere in the league. When you start seeing cover 6 match, things are getting good. And
let's not just cover grass, right? If you're Keyshawn, you got a dude right in front of you. I don't need to run back to the 10-yard line just because I'm supposed to be covering, deep quarter. Let's over here and just take care of this man in front of me, stay on him.
Yep.
Great D.
And again, the TT twist in the middle, real simple. It's just these 2 tackles are going to switch spots. They're just going to kind of twist up front. And Kenny gives him a sign. Kenny looks over. I can't remember who it was, if it was Wyatt or who, but he looks at him and goes, I think he tells him, hey, let's twist this right here, right? And outside is real simple. It's just an outside rush and just take care of business, man.
I love that freedom that Hafley gives Kenny and the boys up front there, Obviously, Kenny saw something here and said, hey, let's run the twist right now. And just the trust and the communication to just go ahead and do it and execute. I love it.
Mm-hmm. So
that's right before the snap. You're talking like 1 second before the ball snapped. He's making that call. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I got this crossed up, boys. That's a later play. This happens every week. I apologize. So your quarter is at the bottom. Carrington quarter, and then this is your half over here.
Okay, I was going to say that looks a little better because Keyshawn looks like he's putting his foot in the ground at the 30.
Yeah, definitely. So I got that crossed up with another one. Actually, the Zayn Anderson interceptions ones I'm thinking about. So with Brenton Cox here, though, man, we'll see it from the end zone cam. And again, that's definitely just cover 6 to me. It's cover 6. Actually, is it cover 9? Are they in 11 personnel? This might be cover 9. No, it ain't. It's hard to tell.
They are in 11, though.
They're in 11. A cover 9, the difference between a cover 9 and a cover 6 is real simple. Down here, you're running quarter to the nickel side. That's called cover 6. If we were running quarters up here, right, and only half here, that's called cover 9. And you're really trying to bait a team to throw underneath on the nickel side because they're expecting you to drop that.
Helps against crossers too, right? Like crossers and meshes later on.
Bingo. If you've got a team that's running a lot of crossers on you, right, like these guys are attacking here, then you'll call a cover 9, and you're luring them right into a trap where you've got 2 deep defenders on this side. Right. So, again, it's just all about staying +1 in the hat count. We'll roll it here. Look at Brenton Cox at the top of the screen, a little chop and rip. Great job just keeping it simple, man, getting right at the cornerback. And again, look at the D tackles doing the dirty work in the middle with that twist. Just a beautiful, beautiful execution there.
Poor 75 has had his hands on his hips all game long. He was the one that was all confused last play.
Yep. It's a good look right here. Let's speed it up a touch here. So, see Kenny right there, Emilio?
Yep.
He looks right at Wyatt and goes, hey, let's change this up a little bit. Let's do a little twist.
You saw Kenny do he put his hands and gave him the little twist symbol.
Let's have a little fun with it.
Real discreet.
Yep. Now let's watch the move here by Brenton Cox Jr. Watch him. He's going to bang. See him chop, rip. Right?
That back
try to engage the hands, chop the hands down, rip outside. Right?
I think that back kind of messed up a little bit. I think he was supposed to throw a shoulder on Brenton there.
Think so? Let's
Yeah.
see.
I mean, he slipped close to him, and he just wanted no part of that.
He took a look at that guy and
He
said,
said,
nope.
Hard pass.
Yep. He said, "Stay off the damn weed. I ain't hitting that dude."
Yeah.
He saw his whole career flash before his very eyes. That was Jamal Williams, by the way, 21.
Right.
That's exactly who we're talking about.
Molly Ball. There you go.
Jamal did not want the smoke.
He did not want to smoke. So there you go. 1st and 10 play. Now you make it a lot more difficult on that drive. Now we're going to go a little later in that drive. 3rd quarter, 2:20 left. 1st and 10 at Green Bay's 22-yard line. Here's the Zayn Anderson interception.
Here's
this
the
is what
Zayn.
we're talking about. So again, there may be some 7 involved here. I'm not sure. But here's the play call. I've got 4-3 over, or it's called a 55 front. Okay. Let me explain what that means. From the offense's perspective, they identify fronts. They don't say 4-3 over, 4-3 under bear. They've got a numerical system. In this specific case right here, a 55 front's really simple. They're playing over in combination with the Sam being on the line of scrimmage. So it's a 5-man front with the Sam on the line in an over, okay? When we talk over, it'll be easier to show in the end zone cam here in a minute. In an overlook, you identify your strong side of your formation, right? Now they're shaded 1 tech with a 3 tech on the strong side of the formation. That's an over. Now, when you bring the Sam onto the line of scrimmage, there's your Sam, strong side linebacker, making a 5-man front. That's also a 5. So this is called a 55 front. So we'll say 4.
Looks like 3-4.
Yeah, bingo. Just like a jam almost, right? Free spur. So the free safety is going to play spur. That's Zayn Anderson. He's already getting in position. I love it. So when you play spur, it just simply means you got 2 deep safeties. One is going to come down and play in the box. That's called the spur safety at the college level. You don't hear it much at the NFL level, but that's what I always refer to it as. He's going to be playing curl flat. Really, really simple. He's going to settle in here, and he's going to be looking to play curl to the flat. Now, when we say invert, we're going cover 6, half insert. The bottom is the 2. So this guy has got deep half responsibilities. Xavier McKinney is going to go quarter. I think this is Keyshawn that's going quarter, but he settles in like right here, and that's why I think it may be a cover 7 invert because he may be matching on that side. But I love that they kind of trust their guys to, on the receiver side, just play half. They didn't change anything up. It's like, you know what, let's see if we can hold our water here. So, again, the play call is 55, free spur, cover 6, half invert. All right, that's what the invert means. Let's roll the tape here. I don't think they do anything crazy up front because it's a play action. Everybody just has to kind of bot on the run, right?
Right.
So,
but having the faith in Valentine, I mean, if it was a streak route for him to be invert up closer to the line and being able to bail all the way out, I like that we had that, confidence in him.
Yeah. And Zayn Anderson right here, too, just filling this out. Now you see Carrington is, okay, I've got to peel off because this guy is running that wheel route, right? That dragon wheel that we talked about. So the tight end has come across the formation and is running a dragon wheel. But watch Zayn. Zayn knows, all right, he's not dumping it down underneath. Let me go looking for work. Look how he gets his head around.
Yeah.
He gets his head around.
All in one motion. He eyes on the quarterback, flips the hips, and gets himself in position in one. It's like one move.
Yeah, he realizes it's not a screen with these 4 offensive linemen in the back sitting over here. He's like, well,
all standing there picking their noses, doing nothing.
This is not a screen. That was a fake run. So I'm going to peel out of here because I know that back's not doing anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then right here,
he sees 3 green jerseys in front of him too, so he knows he's covered.
Yep.
And again, I firmly believe Carrington Valentine's picking this pass off if Zayn doesn't undercut it.
Mm-hmm. I think I said it after the show. I'm pretty sure I saw him after the fact. Like he was like a little upset that, that he didn't get the pick. And then he was like, wait. Zayn got it. We're good. We're good.
That's all right. Let me get up and try to throw a block now.
I think you're right. It's almost like he thought it fell incomplete or something.
Yeah.
As he's
running. Like, oh, yeah. Now he's putting the hand up. Okay, no, we're good. We got it. All right.
I
love it, man. All right, let's watch it from the end zone cam. And listen, we bot on the play fake big time right here, right? They're just going to kind of clamp down on the run, and then obviously
look how heavy they went. That's 13, right?
Yep, 13 look.
Or I guess 22, either 22 or 13.
Yep. And I love too the pressure there, right? The pressure by Gary getting back, recognizing, all right, it's a play fake. Look at both Gary and I'm trying to think, is that Carl Brooks? I think it's Carl Brooks. That right there, man, causes you to short. You can't really truly step into that throw. You see how he kind of a little off the, a little more wrist than body. Yeah, if Carrington picks that off, he might
Yeah.
make that dude miss and get up the sideline.
Yep.
I'm so glad Zayn got it though, man. That's absolutely awesome.
So cool.
I like Edgerrin Cooper there too, making sure he doesn't get hit with a penalty, right? Watch him.
Yep.
He's just like, let me just get in the way.
Ooh. Yeah, I didn't do anything.
Yeah. He looked like he was just skipping the line at the bar, you know?
Yeah. Don't do the turns out. Yeah. Excuse me.
And people say too, like, why didn't he lay him out? How many times have we seen it be a legal hit, but it looks so vicious that they throw a flag and call it a blindside, right?
So true, Clayton.
That's
understanding another thing to like about rookie Edgerrin Cooper, right?
Yep.
Understanding the little nuances of the game already.
Yep.
I love it.
All right. So Green Bay obviously got the ball back. They would punt. Then New Orleans would punt. Now we're on to the fourth quarter, 11:04 left. 3rd and 12 play from their own 14-yard line. This is Jordan Love to Jaden Reed. The Packers are leading 24-0. Once again, breaking out the quad look. We're going to go 11 gun empty, nub left, which equals quad right. Empty look, nub left equals quad right. What quad right means is 4 defenders on one side of the formation. Okay. Now keep in mind, if there was one of these receivers over here and Tucker himself was on this side, we would call that load right. All right. But again, when the tight end and the running back are split wide on the same side of the formation, that's referred to as load. Load right, load left, whichever side. So again, the play call is 11 gun empty, nub left, double leak, F climb, dagger. Once again, you're getting a dagger concept thrown into the mix. So the play call, real simple with the nub left. The double leak is basically going to be both shoot routes. So the tight end, Tucker's going to chip, and he's going to shoot to the outside. The running back is going to chip and then shoot to the outside. So there's your underneath safety valves. All right. F climb, your F's going to run a climb route. And then you got dagger on the other side, which is basically a go and a dig. All right. So with dagger, this guy is going to run a go. We're going to have a dig coming across the backside. And then your F is going to run the climb route. So here's what's cool. I'm going to draw a slot cross in blue for you guys. Okay. There is the slot cross concept. Right. Now, in white, I'm going to draw the dagger concept. Dagger right here. So you've literally got 2 of Matt LaFleur's favorite passing concepts, favorite route combinations on one play with 2 leaks underneath as safety valves for your quarterback.
2 leaf valves built into it.
That is called belt to ass, Tim, if you want to throw that up for the folks at home, just so they understand what we're talking about.
Oh, wait, we gotta throw that up. Remember this guy?
Has anybody seen him?
Speaking of belt to ass, anybody seen this guy?
Is he out of jail yet? All right, so
there it is.
There it is. That's what you're looking
at. Full grain leather right there.
All right, so just key in on the crosser here, man. And Jordan Love, again, if you overthrow this ball on 3rd down, you don't convert your punting. I love that he gave him just enough space. He didn't overthrow it and puts it right where Jaden Reed can make a play. Jaden Reed with laid hands, just a great job, man. You could put a little bit more on that, don't get me wrong, but I'm glad that he didn't overthrow it to the sideline and end up punting, right? Because you got
again, like Tim was saying earlier, there's just every time you look at the play, there's another open person. That late dig, or late dagger, the in across the middle is open between the hashes, just super late. Probably right about now it's open. Just Jordan decides to hit Jay Reed there. And I love the quad look. I love spreading it all the way out because then you get them to commit. Hey, you put 4 guys over there on the right side, they're in zone. Like if I don't have guys lined up across from him, I already know before I need to put in motion or anything that they're in zone, not covering man to man on that.
Yeah, definitely. It just Zach Tom is a dog, man. The way he moves, God, he moves like a freaking running back. It's amazing. But look at Jordan's mechanics here too, boys. Set up, let that thing rip.
Yep. And the old Aaron Rodgers rule, right? If I see the back of that DB's jersey, I'm letting it fly. Yep.
Was that a 5-step and 2 hitches?
It looked like it. That means that O-line blocking, right? 1,
2, and hum it.
Yeah. 2 hitches after a five-step drop.
Dude, and they brought 4. It's not like they didn't bring, it's not like they brought 3. Look at the wall right there. That is a built wall.
Can we just talk about how nasty Jaden Reed just cooked Tyrann Mathieu? Like,
yeah.
I mean,
the late hands too, man.
Yeah.
This time now, watch Zach Tom this time, guys. Look. So Chris Brooks is going to get a chip. Look how
catch him again.
Just focus on his feet. Look at his feet. Like Rex Ryan, just watch the feet here for a second.
Never gets too out of position or over his body. Reels everything in, even on that first catch.
Yep.
Let's be real. I mean, Zach Tom is the reason Jordan was able to release that ball. I mean, if he gets beat there, this play probably ends differently.
Mm-hmm. No doubt. All right, let's wrap it up with a little Malik Willis throw. Y'all want to?
You mean the best throw of the day? I'm sorry.
Throw of the day.
No disrespect to Jay Money, but this is the absolute best throw of the day right here.
It's a dime piece right here, man. All right, we're going fourth quarter, 4:13 left. This is a 4th and 2 play. You think the Saints coaching staff wasn't pissed off that we were throwing the ball on 4th and 2 here, boys, up this much? Once again, belt to ass.
I'm glad he did it, though. We need that kind of practice, but we need to know that we can convert it. We need to know what we want to look for on a 4th and 2, different things. I'm glad he at least has that film to go back to now.
Yeah, and I love the fact that we're just continuing to hammer the crossers to Jaden Reed, man. That is his money route, no doubt. The play call: 11 gun nasty, Trey left, T weak, Z go crossers. And we're going double leak again to the flats this time. All right. So the Trey left, simple. You got 3 targets to the left, one of which is a tight end. Okay. So it's a 3-by-1 set, nasty splits inside the numbers. We're going to go Z go. Let's identify the Z. The Z is off the line of scrimmage, opposite or on the tight end side. So this is your Z. Going to run a go route. You're going to have crossers, or what they refer to as mid mesh. So you're going to have crosser here, and you're looking to get these guys tied up in the middle. And you got double leak with the flats. So it's going to be a chip, flat, leak, and then it's chip, flat, leak there. Again, the play call: 11 gun nasty, Trey left, T weak, Z go crossers, double leak, keying on Jaden Reed here, boys. And Malik Willis going to have all day to throw. But my, oh my, what a throw it was, man.
It was the same thing. I think it was a 3-step and 2 hitches, or it might have been a 5 and 2 hitches. Just all the time in the world back there.
Yeah, let's watch it from the end zone, Cam. This is where you can really see.
This is the best look of this throw.
Didn't look like much from the all-22. When you watch it right here, though, boy, anticipation, tight release. His release package is so, I mean, it is compact as it gets.
No, it's a 5, 1 hitch, 2 hitch, fire.
And look at that ball. Look at the ball he puts on Bird right on the. I mean, it's literally a perfectly thrown football. Right
now,
there.
I want you to key on his back foot. Watch Malik Willis's back foot rather than driving through the ball. Watch him. This is how much arm strength he's got. Watch, he lifts his back foot up. Look, you see that? He's just playing with his food right there, boys.
Yeah.
And I mean, just roll it back a little bit. Look at the guy on the far right takes position as Zach Tom. My man.
Who is that?
Oh, come on, Clay. You know who that is. Look at Glover. Lock him down.
Yeah.
Lock that man down. Oh, turn him inside? Yeah, nothing. You got your clean. Look at the alley he gave Willis to throw that ball. No one was even in his field of view.
Hey, do we got this at 100%? Can we watch this at full speed?
Look at that. Look at that kick step. Come on now.
Look at that. Oh, my God. That is textbook humming that tater right there.
Willis said, Glover, can you make me an alleyway to throw this? No problem. I got you.
We messed up, guys. We should have had Travis Glover as one of the PTA Offensive Player of the Week nominees there. I didn't even realize. Tim said, can we watch it at 100%? Tim, we can watch it at 200%. Let's see.
Put it at 150. What do we got? How
fast on a loop?
400. You ready?
Put it on 400. Let me see that thing spin.
Oh, boy. The NASA computer couldn't handle it. Let's try 200. Let's go back. Let's go back one more time here. Let's see 200.
Come on now. Oh, yeah.
Come on, boys. You kidding me?
Yep. That's it.
Right there. Oh, man, what a fun game to watch. That was awesome. Probably my favorite game of the year there for the Packers. So, again, Packers win 34-0. That was 13 plays, mostly offensive. We got a few defensive plays in there as well. But just a great game, man. Packers win 34-0, win the turnover differential 2-0. Middle 8 was tied 0-0. Explosive plays, the Packers had 9. The Saints only had 2. And first down passing, we were 3 of 6. As long as you keep that first down passing under 8, 9-ish, I'm happy. When you start getting up to around 10, I'm going, what are we doing? Let's run the freaking football here, right? So a lot of fun watching that game. Anything you guys want to add to that at all? As we're at the hour 14 mark, boys, we did good. We did real good.
Nice. This is very good. No, Holmes hit it though. Malik doesn't know ball can't throw and isn't that fast. Sick. I mean they were calling it on the big old networks there. So I'm just happy we got him. We're blessed to have him, and we're lucky that he takes it serious. And that Sean Clifford. Let's not forget about the big red dog. I said let's take him out for a walk and bring him right back inside. And my man is still holding it down. He always see him right next to the guys. Even if he's not dressed, he's always helping them out, making them, a little laugh here and there, nothing. Let's just keep it light and keep playing the game we love.
Yeah. Yep. And a little update here. Thursday night football, we're in the middle late. We're approaching halftime, 2 minutes left in the second quarter, and it's tied 3-3. I think somewhere around the fourth inning here, we're tied 3-3 between the Bears and the Seahawks.
The Bears still suck.
Funny would it be? Oh, we got a flag. Somebody just got punched in the face. DK Metcalf. Surprise, surprise. DK lost his cool. Happens every single year, man. How many times are you going to get hit with a penalty, bro? Like, seriously. Get him off the field. Unbelievable. So, I don't know. I'm kind of rooting for the Bears in this one to beat up on the Seahawks a little bit. I don't know how you guys feel about it. When you look at the playoff picture, where are the Seahawks at right now? They are out of it right now. So let's go to the
Playoffs? Don't talk about
the standings here. The Seahawks are currently the 9 seed at 8-7. So if they lose this game, boys, they are eliminated. So basically what you've got is the only 2 teams contending for that final number 7 seed with Washington. And, of course, Green Bay, if something were to go crazy wrong, are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. So if Seattle loses this game, they're pretty much out. Pretty sure that would eliminate them. So interesting. Very interesting. All right. Anything else, boys? We good?
I know Coach has been asking a couple times, but he said, "What's up with Ja?"
Let's hit it real quick. So I was going to share it.
Do you have the injury report?
Yeah, we do.
Ja said,
my knee.
We're gonna walk through Twitter tomorrow morning for Good Morning Lambeau. We'll hit on it heavy because there was a lot of tweets that came out on how he responded, how Coach LaFleur responded. It really caught everybody off guard. We're kind of looking at it like he's going to be ready any second now. Yeah. But he said if I remember correctly, LaFleur said he doubted that Ja would play.
Yeah, that's kind of what I got.
Here's the updated injury report. Matter of fact, see if we can get it up here. There we go. So Jai Alexander with a knee, full participation Wednesday, was limited on Thursday. Keep in mind there was no practice Wednesday. It was just kind of guesswork. So that limited aspect kind of makes you think there might have been a setback. You know what I mean? Kind of feels that way. Corey Ballantyne, full participation. Javon Bullard, limited both days. Andre Dillard was not listed Wednesday. Now he's got a concussion evaluation. He was limited today. Tyron Hopper with the ankle did not participate Wednesday, or would not have. He did participate limited today. Elton Jenkins, you guys remember a few weeks back how it was getting veteran rest plus a knee, veteran rest plus a knee? Well, now it's just a knee. So it sounds like Elton is definitely dealing with some kind of knee injury. So we got to keep an eye on that moving forward. That's something that's popped up from time to time this year. I haven't heard whether it was the one that was surgically repaired a couple years ago or not, but definitely want to play that safe and get him healthy for the playoffs.
Right. Yep.
Tucker Kraft with the hip limited. He's good to go. He's going to play. Luke Musgrave limited. 8 snaps last week. You've seen him run the skinny a couple times, really stretching the defense. So he looked completely healthy to me.
And Steno was saying that he expects him to kind of get ramped up a little bit more in the offense, get more plays and stuff each week as it goes along. So that's exciting that he's getting back and that they're willing and ready to get him ramped up into it.
Yeah. Limited participation for him is probably just precautionary. I would think they're still working him into that game plan.
Yeah. And then all did not participate both days were Quay Walker, Christian Watson, and Evan Williams. We'll see how that shakes out. And again, we'll hit on it when we got a little bit more time in the morning. We'll walk through some tweets where people are talking about, seeing them out there with the rehab group, stuff like that. So as far as Ja, though, there's some people that are saying it feels like something's going on behind the scenes. There's others that say it's just strictly the injury. Mm-hmm. Again, it's a PCL. Everybody's different. It took Puka 6 weeks. This last week was a full 6 weeks. So you should be getting ready soon. It's just the way that Matt LaFleur answered that question, I think, is what's got people raising their eyebrows. So probably just a setback, though. Hopefully that answers your question there, Coach. As we look at the Packers schedule, we're just about to wrap up here. I think we got the updated schedule here. Yeah. So currently, obviously, I love this setup here by ESPN too. It shows the leaders. You know what I mean? The passing leader, the rushing leader, the receiving leader, really, really cool. But just 2 games left here at Minnesota, been flexed to the 325 local kickoff on Fox. And then, of course, Chicago is still to be determined. I imagine if the Packers lose to Minnesota, they probably won't flex that game in Chicago. But if the Packers beat Minnesota and they got a chance to climb up another seed, little playoff implications on the line, Chicago can play Spuller, oldest rivalry in the game. Maybe they will try to put that in some kind of a big slot there because it is one of the most popular rivalries in the game, even though the Chicago Bears absolutely stink. They're still out there jawing, boys. They out there fighting. What the heck's going on here? Oh, we got a defensive lineman talking trash to DK Metcalf.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, hilarious. See how that shakes out. When you look at the high receivers here on all these games throughout, starting week 1, here are the receivers that led the Packers in receiving yards in each game. I'm just going to rattle them off real quick. Jaden Reed, Romeo Doubs, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed, Tucker Kraft, Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, Tucker Kraft, Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs, Tucker Kraft, Christian Watson, Jaden Reed. You talk about spreading the ball around, boys. That's exciting right there. It really is.
I just caught the ball.
All right. And again, if anybody sees Raider Young, let them know we're looking for him, okay? We're worried about him. So
You heard me, Brett.
Yeah. And there has been a boogeyman sighting in Minnesota. I'll just say that. Right. My man is he's on the prowl, old Edgerrin Cooper. I'm excited to see him get up there.
Old Frosty.
Old Frosty the Snowman. All right. You guys ever seen Scary Movie 2? You remember that movie back in the day? Scary Movie 2.
It's been a while.
Yeah. I remember him hanging out, Marlon Wayans hanging out in his room that night, and the commercial came on for the Christmas, a hip-hop Christmas. Remember that, the commercial? What was it, Frosty the Dope Man was one of the songs. A sleigh ride in my 64.
Yeah.
Annie up B, it's Christmas. There's some dandies. A couple of them we can't say on the air. So,
right.
Tim, anything else, man?
No, man, this was great. Hopefully we shut out the Vikings on Sunday. We'll pitch another shutout. Let's go. I'm ready.
Hopefully this guy shows up with a shirt on, whether he's there or not. You know what I'm saying? So, Emilio, you good?
Yeah, Tucker Kraft, like he said, he's for the boys. Love that at the end of his speech. And Jordan definitely is aware of Toyotathon, and he said his marketing agent reached out, got him all squared away. He was hinting at potentially. He said, maybe I do need to pick up a Toyota, maybe some for the offensive line too. So maybe we'll keep our eyes peeled for the new units rolling into Lambeau. I'll have Tim do a little scouting, see what they bring him. Say they bring him a couple of, maybe a couple
of Tundras, couple of Toyota Tundras, frozen Tundras.
Yeah, lift them, whatever they want to do, but I like it.
Let's go.
All right, guys.
And then appreciate Wheeling Al.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Al, for the super chat. We appreciate you, bud. And this show officially sucks. So we've talked about Scary Movie. We're talking about Toyota Tundras. Mm-hmm. We're just going to end it there. We'll see you all in the morning, 8:30 a.m. Central Time for Good Morning Lambeau. Everybody have a wonderful evening. Help me out here, Tim.
For those of you listening on the pod,
thank you for making us a part of your day. As always, let's go out and be the change we want to see in the world. Hopefully everyone had a great Christmas. Let's have us a happy New Year and get ready to head into the playoffs with some momentum. Go Pack, go.
And we go.
we out.
Bye, guys.